What's up, gang? Hey man, in this video we're gonna talk about some very important stuff. One of them is gonna be my thoughts on choosing signals. Another one is gonna be relationship, you know what I mean, guys that's in relationships. And then another one is gonna be guys implementing what I've been saying and they automatically getting results. So make sure you watch this video to the very end. Ton of gold nuggets in this video. Also make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. Yeah man, the community has dropped. CLG has dropped. Make sure you jump in the month of April, because this is the lowest price. It's gonna be $24. $24 fucking dollars. And with that being said, let's jump into the video. All right, so I got like 3 comments to read, so I'm just gonna jump right into it, you know what I mean? So the first comment is from Prod, I don't even know how to say his name, Prodigalson 1, and it says, respectfully, all that disrespectful stuff usually happens when you're trying to introduce yourself to a woman that hasn't shown you choosing signals. When you deal with women that choose first, that rarely ever happens. So then I have another comment from the same guy. So he replied to that comment, because I replied to his comment. I was like, hey, I'm going to make a video about this comment, and it's going to drop on April 2nd. So then he replied to my comment, and he says, at C. James Jr., I fully respect your philosophy and I've been implementing. I'm subscribed. Me personally, I tried to cold approach. It wasn't for me. I like to know that a woman likes me. It gives me leverage. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to get her to like me. Thanks for your reply. So, I don't know if you guys been watching my videos, but one of my favorite dating coaches that was online was AMS, right? And I was naturally doing a lot of what AMS was teaching back when I got my heart broke. I was naturally doing it, and I had a lot of results with women, and I just didn't know no better. I was just young. I didn't know what I was doing. I just became very heartless, very cold, and then that's when my results with women shot up. You know, I was a little bit more mean back then. I was a little bit more aggressive. I just was naturally it just was what it is. I had no thought into it. It just happened, right? And one of my biggest pet peeves with AMS, there's another guy too. He's a white guy. He's doing pretty well as well. I don't watch a lot of his content. You know, I probably watched only 1 or 2 of his videos all the way through from start to finish. But his name is Casey Zandler or something like that, and I like his philosophies too. But one of the videos that I watched from him, and a lot of the videos that I watched from AMS back in the day, was they really love this choosing signal thing, right? And I'm gonna break down my philosophy, and I'm gonna break down what happened with me with choosing signals. So when I first started listening to AMS, and he kept talking about choosing signals, I tried to implement that, but it didn't work for me, right? Because I'm a fairly picky guy. Like to say the least, I'm pretty picky compared to most people. You know what I mean? And by me being picky, I noticed that the girls that I like don't give me choosing signals. You know what I mean? And the girls that I kind of don't like give me choosing signals, because you got to understand, I'm like 5'9", 180 pounds, mostly muscle. Like I said, you can see the top 4 of my abs. You can't see the bottom 2, but you can see the top 4 of my abs. So, you know what I mean? I'm not the tallest, biggest, especially in the nightclub settings. You know what I mean? I have friends that are really tall, really ripped, really jacked. You know what I mean? Full 6-pack, all types of shit like that. They get a shit ton of choosing signals. You feel me? Me, I don't get that many choosing signals. And then if I do get choosing signals, it's usually from a chick that I don't like. So me personally, I can't do the choosing signal game because I wouldn't get no pussy. But I will give you some facts about my life that have happened to me. So one of my favorite rotation chicks, I met her like leaving my office one day. It was like a day game kind of thing. I had an office for my business, and I was leaving my office, and I ran into this chick. Cute petite chick. I think she's like 110, 112 pounds. She was a skinny little girl, but all of the weight went to her ass. So she was really skinny, but she had a really fat little juicy ass. Perfect type for me, right? She didn't give me any choosing signals, nothing like that. But you know how I talk to girls. I treat them like second-class citizens. I said, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? And then I got off the phone. I was on the phone at that time. I hung up the phone with one of my boys, and I just was like, hey, what's up? And she was like, hey, she was kind of nervous, a shy chick, which I like. I like the nervous, quiet, shy chicks. That's my type. Cute, petite, nervous, quiet, shy. So she was super nervous, quiet, shy. I was just like, hey, we should go out sometime. You know what I mean? And we exchanged contact information. And this ended up being one of my best rotation chicks. You know what I mean? She was very submissive. She was raised in a 2-family household. Her pussy was fucking amazing. She was one of those chicks that you fuck her, like her orgasm, she used to fucking like shake and fucking just come hard as fuck. So she used to have multiple orgasms. She loved sucking dick. She loved swallowing cum. I mean, she was just a great, I used to go to that chick house all the fucking time. Like, she just was a great person. You feel me? Would host well. Just did everything very well. Now she currently has a man. She was trying to make me her man, and I kind of shot down the idea. So now she living with this guy, and she still texting me and shit, but she afraid to meet up because she don't want to cheat on her man and shit. But that was one of the best rotation chicks that I ever had. Super solid, always showed up on time, you know what I mean, down to do whatever, you know what I mean. I did anal with her, did everything with her, you know what I mean. Just a real fun chick, and this lasted for damn near years, you know what I mean. And I remember one time I was talking to her, and she said when she saw me, because one of the things about me, at least this is what girls say about me, and a lot of people said this when I worked for Grant Cardone. They said that I have a strong energy. I don't know what the fuck that means, but girls say that to me. So she told me that after we've been hooking up and all this shit, she was a solid rotation chick. She said, do you remember the first time you met me? I was like, yeah, I was like leaving my office or some shit, and I seen you, like, you know what I mean? And she was like, yeah, she's like, when I first saw you, she was like, I told myself, like, stay away from this guy, please don't approach me, please don't approach me. And then you approached me, like, you know what I mean? So like, she didn't even want me to approach her, and she ended up becoming one of the best rotation chicks ever. The same exact thing happened with my main chick. My main chick was a writing TA at the college that I went to, and I was a first generation college student, so they joined me up in a program where I had to go to the college before the school year started. So it was called an SSS program. It was for like first generation students, stuff like that. A lot of us was like Florida football players. They barely got us into the school. It was a private school type thing, and they recruited heavy out of Florida. It was in Minnesota. And I remember seeing who was currently my main chick. I remember seeing her when I was getting out of the van to go to this SSS program, and she was like in a far distance, badass bitch, you know what I mean? And I remember locking eyes with her from a distance, and I remember her turning away, like she couldn't really, she looked at me and she couldn't hold her gaze. Long story short, in the program I couldn't do much with her. She was like a TA, you know what I mean? It was kind of like trying to little brother us, like, you know what I mean, like we the freshmen, they the seniors, because you gotta understand, I was a freshman in college, my main chick was a senior in college. So during the program she was trying to be standoffish, but after the program I got on her, like, you feel me, like I found her, I went after her, I got her. A lot of the things that she say to me still to this day was, she said when she first saw me, her first thought was, stay away from this guy, he's trouble. So she gave me the opposite of choosing signals. She looked away. And this, my main chick still to this day. You get what I'm trying to say? So me personally, I never subscribed to the choosing signal thing, because I always got girls that didn't give me choosing signals. Like, I've always got girls, if I sat in and waiting for choosing signals, a matter of fact, I'll give you a fun fact. I remember I was at one of the bars that I usually go to, and a white chick walked up to me, and I couldn't remember what she looked like, but all she did was walk up to me, and she put a note in my hand, and then she walked away. And like I said, I usually hang with like more attractive guys, and I usually don't go to clubs. Now, I probably would get a lot more choosing signals if I went to black clubs where girls like black guys, right? I tend to go to a lot of like white clubs, Spanish clubs, where the girls are looking for either white or Spanish guys. So, you know what I mean? I like the challenge, right? If people say I'm crazy, whatever the case is, motherfucker, I like the challenge. You feel me? I like taking a bitch that don't even like black dudes and turning her out. You know what I mean? But a little white girl comes up to me, puts something in my hand, and then walks off. And then I open up the note, and it says, "You look really cute. Text me." So I end up texting her. I end up meeting her for a date. I met this bitch for a date because I couldn't really see her. Like I couldn't remember her or nothing. Like, you feel me? I just remember having a note. And I just didn't even think about it. Like she just put it in my hand real quick and walked off. So I was like, man, whatever, man. I met this bitch for a date, man. This bitch was fat, bro. Like, I couldn't even fucking do, like, I'm on a date, like, nigga, what the fuck? That's one of the reasons why I don't do online dating and shit. You know what I mean? I paid for dating coaches who tried to tell me how to make my profile. I took pictures for it. I did all that shit. Took professional pictures. I know how to set up an account. I just never set one up. Because one of the things is like, I hate showing up to dates and the bitch ain't is bad what I want her to be. It dulls who I am. Like, if the bitch ain't my type, it's like I can't even operate the same because I'm really just mad, low key. Like, I'm really not even, and it was so pissed off that, like, this girl, even though I showed no interest after that date, she kept blowing me up, trying to meet me for another date. And I was like, hell no, bitch, I don't want nothing to do with you. You tricked me out the first one for real. I didn't know you was that fat. And the sad part was, she was fat with a flat ass, which is like the worst thing. Like, she wasn't obese. Most dudes would have hit her, let's put it like that. She wasn't like over the top fat, but she had a little weight on her, and it didn't come with ass. You feel me? Maybe if the bitch had an ass with that weight, I probably would have still tried to knock her down. But she ain't had no ass with that weight. So I'm on a date just like, damn, why the fuck am I here? And even after that motherfucking date, she still hit me up like, I want to see you again. I want to see you again. Man, I just started ignoring that bitch. So the reason I tell you these stories is because me personally, I'm not the most attractive, tall, strong motherfucker out there. You feel me? I play ball with some killers. You feel me? Like the other day, I played ball with some big ass, strong ass niggas, like fucking 6'3" and above. Dominant motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Motherfucker, I'm not the biggest, strongest motherfucker out there. You feel me? But I have a type that I stick to. You know what I mean? I like small petite with a big old fat ass. You feel me? I used to be able to handle a little bit more stomach when I was younger. I used to just like thick bitches. When I was younger, I like just a bitch. I still wanted her stomach to be flat, but I could handle a bigger bitch. But what I've noticed with those girls is they not the most exciting in the bedroom for me. Like, I feel like the older I get, the more I like the smaller petite with a big booty. You feel me? And speaking of big booty, my main bitch, she used to have a big booty, but you know what I mean? Ever since she caught herself trying to leave me that one day, lost all that weight, she lost her ass. She ain't never got that shit back. But it is what it is, motherfucker. Maybe I get rich one day and buy her BBL. She tried to get back in the gym. She tried to get it back, but it is what it is. But all of my fucking rotation bitches, like, that's like a thing that I gotta have. Like, you gotta have ass. You feel me? It don't gotta be the biggest ass in the world, like, you feel me? But it gotta be bubbly. It gotta be something. You know what I mean? So me going after that type of girl, the type of girls that I go for, these girls in high demand. If you notice, all of the girls that are married, like think about all the girls that get rings on their finger and shit. And I see these girls all the time because they my type. These girls are little. They kind of small, but they asses are so fat. Like, it don't make sense. It's like, how does all that weight go to that ass? Like, how can you be such a little ass girl? Like, how can you be 115, 118, 120, somewhere in that range, and all the weight is in your ass? Like, you know what I mean? And some of these girls, I'm not really a titty person. Some of the girls I fuck with, some of them have, you know, like one of them I'm fucking with got D cups, but she petite as fuck. So they perky D's with nice ass tits with a fat ass. But most of the girls, I don't give a fuck if it's an A cup, B cup, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about the titties. As long as that weight go to that fucking ass. And I notice a lot of the girls that I go after are highly sought after chicks. You feel me? Because being a guy who hooked up with a lot of chicks, the best sexual experiences that I get is from the petite ones. They pussies motherfucking tend to smell better. They pussies tend to grip harder. They tend to cream more. they tend to, it's just a better experience. It's easier to move them around and shit. So that's me. So nothing against, and I like this guy comments because he was respectful, he was everything, you feel me? If the choosing signal things works for you, move to the beat of your own drum. I'm not telling you not to, you feel me? I'm just giving you my experience why I can't afford to do choosing signals, because I'm not gonna end up with no bitches, you feel me? If I sit around, it's like a waste of time for me. If I go out and I'm out and about and I'm waiting for choosing signals, I'm damn near ain't gonna talk to no hoes. Like I told you, some of my best rotation chicks, matter of fact, I had another chick, because you gotta understand, my favorite chick ever, which I never ever get because they so rare, my favorite chick is a bad bitch, Asian bitch with a fat ass. This is I think I like Asian bitches with ass because they so fucking hard to find. Cause most Asian bitches have no ass, bro. And as soon as they have no ass, it's like a turn off for me. But the few Asian bitches that I found with an ass, like my main chick, she's Asian with a cute ass face. When I first met her, she had ass. Now she ain't got ass no more. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, she lost a lot of weight when she caught herself trying to leave me, and she was depressed and shit like that, and she ain't never got it back. But I had a rotation chick, and I noticed the Asians that have ass, they usually from China. They usually Chinese. Cause I noticed the Japanese bitches don't usually got a fat ass, or it's very difficult to find a fat booty Japanese bitch. Very difficult. Like the Koreans don't usually have ass. It's usually, if they do have ass, they from China. But I remember I had one, bro, and this was one of my favorite motherfucking chicks, cause she's Asian with an ass, which is so fucking hard to find. You know what I mean? So she had this badass, beautiful face, everything. And I remember when I first seen her, I'm like, nigga, Asian bitch with that much, and she had a fat ass too. It was like a black girl ass, like, you know what I mean? But she was skinny, like she had a flat stomach too. So I'm like, nigga, I gotta have this bitch. She didn't give me no choosing signals, no nothing. So I'm on her ass, like I'm just on. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, doing what I'm doing. You feel me? Not giving a fuck, whatever the case is. I want her, but I'm still not caring too damn much. And I ended up having her on rotation for months. And I remember her telling me, she was like, initially you weren't my type. And I'm like, what's your type? She was like, she's like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I usually go for uglier guys. Like, cause she showed me her ex, bro. This nigga, and he was black dude. But it was a white club, so it was weird that she was at a white club, but she go for black dudes. But whatever. Her ex was one of the ugly, bro. Y'all niggas seen Fresh, Walter Weeks, whatever that nigga name is. If y'all niggas seen Fresh off of Fresh and Fit, this nigga was 2 times uglier than him. That was her ex, bro. She's like, I usually don't like attractive guys. I usually like guys on the uglier side. And she's just like, it's just a thing in all my friends pick on me about it, whatever the case is. I'm like, nigga, what? So she didn't even give me choosing signals because I wasn't her initial type. You know what I mean? When I started breaking dick off in her and shit like that, yeah, she wanted to start seeing a nigga more. Cause I fucked her to the beat of my drum, boy. I was tearing that big booty bitch up. Cause it's so hard to find an Asian with a big old fat ass. Like, it's almost impossible to find that shit. So I end up going more for a lot of Spanish girls, white girls, shit like that. But motherfucker, I was tearing that bitch up in Minnesota, you know what I mean? But that was another chick that didn't give me choosing signals. You feel me? And I feel like, as men, I feel like I'm more of a hunter. You feel me? Because I feel like the dudes that wait for choosing signals, no offense to this guy, I feel like the dudes that wait for choosing signals, it's almost as if you care too much about the chick. Because rejection don't really bother me like it bother another guy. Like, I get rejected all the time too. Like, you know what I mean? Like nobody's 100%. And I just chose not to care. Like I look at her like my little sister. Like, it's like if she rejects me, it's like, I don't give a fuck. And a lot of girls reject me politely. Like, and I don't know if it's because of my energy. I don't know if it's because of, you know what I mean? They can just tell I don't give a fuck about them. I just say, hey, what's up? What's up? Come here. Like, and they're like, oh no, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. Like, sometimes I get some disrespectful shit. You feel me? And I noticed when I got the disrespectful rejection is when I really cared. Cause there was times where, you know what I mean? I used to have approach anxiety. I used to over care about chicks. I used to like think about their opinions and shit. And like, you know, try to come in and have the right words to say. And I feel like girls can sense that, and they just assume that you're a weak guy, and then they treat you like shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like any guy that cares too much about a bitch, they naturally like become a little bit more disrespectful, and they just can't fucking help it. You know what I mean? It's just something in a bitch. If she dealing with a nice guy, if you feel like a guy is too sweet on her, too soft on her, she gonna naturally disrespect you. So I understand what he trying to say, but a lot of that disrespect gonna end when you stop giving a fuck about bitches. And even if it do happen, it don't phase you. It's like you a big dog and a chihuahua trying to bark at you. Like, you don't give a fuck about that little ass dog. Like, nigga, I could kill you if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna phase you that much. So yes, I used to be in that boat, but hey, nigga, move to the video on drum, right? I always tell people, man, I'm gonna give you advice. It's up to you to take that shit. If you don't want to take it, you want to move to the video on drum, that's on you. And we just gonna leave it at that. But thank you for leaving that comment, man. I'm just giving you my experience why the choosing signals don't work for me. So now we're gonna jump into another comment. So it says, I appreciate it, CJ. Unfortunately, I've had no contact with that girl yet. Who knows? She might come back. I haven't dropped her a line. Since then, I have really wanted to test what you are saying because I believe the patterns you are recognizing are very similar to mine. I have 5 new dates lined up over the next 3 weeks, 4 new girls, and 1 girl who came back to me after a long time out of the blue. Let's see what happens. So that's actually a good position to be in. Like, yes, I know the stuff that I teach. I know it works for a fact, right? Because I'm actually in the field and I'm actually, you know, getting access to the women that I want. You know what I mean? And I always tell people that that's a testament to if something works. Are you getting the bitches that you want? You know what I mean? Are you getting the bitches that do it for you? Because you gotta understand, I'm in the Miami area. I've ran into the dating coaches that, you know, they say they get a lot of pussy and stuff like that. Then you start seeing the bitches that they going after. You be like, oh, nigga, I wouldn't fuck that bitch if I was drunk. You know what I mean? You start seeing some of the hoes that they knocking down, and you be like, God damn, nigga, like, I wouldn't touch that bitch if it was the last bitch. You feel me? If it was the last bitch on earth type shit, and you actively pursuing this hoe, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta be careful sometimes when you dealing with people, because at the end of the day, it's like, are they getting the results that you want? Like, does it matter that a guy teaches you all of these steps, how to text, how to do all of this, you know, showing all this care, telling you all kinds of shit? Like, you gotta show intent. You gotta tell her that she's cute. You gotta do all this, and then you see the guy, he worked on himself to be a 10 out of 10 guy, looks maxed, did all this shit, fucking got money, got all this shit, just to get bitches that's below average or average chicks. And you be like, damn, nigga, what the fuck? Like, damn, you did all that work for some average hoes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of texting. That's a lot of hours. That's a lot of shit you put in for an average bitch, bro. That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, I'm like, it ain't worth it. I can't do it. I'd rather have no pussy than to be with an average ugly bitch. Like, you feel me? Or a bitch that's not my type. You feel me? Because I have a specific type that I always go after. It's like, I would rather not fuck than to settle for a bitch that, like, ain't my type. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the type of time I'm on. You know what I mean? So, I like the fact that he sent me this. He's like, yeah, man, I've been implementing your stuff, and now I got a bunch of dates set up. Yes, that's the beginning. That's how it starts. You're going to start having a bunch of date setups. Now, it's all about how you act on them dates. Are you 80-20? Are you moving things forward? Oh, I love dates, bro. As soon as I get done doing what the fuck I'm doing on that date, bitch, I'm trying to do something with this bitch. Hey, let me show you something. I have her jump in the passenger seat. We start making out. We start feeling the vibe. Start kissing. Before I know her hand on my dick, I'm getting head. First date type shit. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas think they gotta wait 2-3 days. Gotta do all this. Blah, blah, blah. Hell no, bro. Hell no. You know what I mean? And every time I cared too much about a bitch, a lot of times I fucked it up. You feel me? Like I had this one chick, badass bitch, bro. But what the problem was, she was too bad, and I was going through the wrong phase at the wrong time. I thought I had to care about the bitch, and I lost this bitch. She was a redhead, blue-eyed, fucking white, badass bitch. Perfect type for me. Fucking probably like 118 pounds. All the weight went to her ass. She had like B-cup titties too, flat stomach, just a badass fucking bitch. And like, it's so hard to find a redhead beautiful bitch like that. Gorgeous, bro. First date, you feel me? I take the bitch out, nigga, we making out, you feel me? Like, I'm rubbing her inner leg, her pussy wet, da-da-da, and all of a sudden I decided to back off and start caring too. I was like, back in my head I was like, oh, she not that type of girl, because she looks so innocent and sweet. She was that type of girl, bro. Because after that date, when I decided not to take it all the way with her and get my dick sucked and do what I usually do to bitches, that bitch ain't never fucking hit me up again, bro. You feel me? And I guarantee if I'd have fucked that bitch on that first date, gave and put that dick on her, I guarantee that bitch would be still in my rotation still to this day. So you gotta understand, motherfucker, every time I try to go to caring too much and trying to go back to my old ways, I always lose, bro. Like, I never had a situation where I cared too much and the shit worked out perfectly. I've had sex with girls that I've cared too much about, try to wait with them, try to do it, and it's always lackluster sex. I never get it all out that bitch. I never get it all out that bitch. You feel me? I never get it all out the bitch. Like that little redhead girl, like she was damn near ready for anything. And I was thinking that she wasn't like that. So I didn't even touch her pussy, bro. I'm over here rubbing on her inner leg. She opening her legs for a nigga, bro. I'm always like, oh, she not like, she ain't gonna go on the first date. Self-limiting beliefs. Caring too fucking much. The bitch so bad, so rare, that I'm like, oh, nah, man, she a 2-date girl. I already told in my motherfucking head, she a 2 to 3 date bitch. Man, I ain't never heard from that bitch again, man. Still to this motherfucking day. You know what I mean? Motherfucker could have been throat fucking that hoe. Could have been getting that hoe pregnant. That hoe was ready, bro, ready. I still kick myself and I still make mistakes from time to time. You feel me? And I be like, damn, every time I motherfucking care too much, thinking about, damn, she ain't that type of girl, damn, she ain't this, damn, she, I always fucking lose, bro. I always motherfucking lose. But when I treat that bitch like a second-class citizen, which she is, I always motherfucking win. And not only do I win, she win too. You ever had a bitch fucking shaking and orgasming like she finna fucking have an exorcism or some shit? Motherfuckers, if you ain't never had that shit, you care too much about these hoes, bro. You care way too goddamn much about these hoes. But yeah, man, yeah, if you listen to my content, you got 5 dates, bro, set up, nigga, that's a great start. Now you just gotta execute, you feel me? And don't care too much about the hoe, though. Like, don't be trying to put beliefs on her that ain't true. If this bitch is making out with you, nigga, put her hand on your dick. And if you ain't even hard, tell her to get you hard, nigga. Like, a lot of people think that, like, pulling out your dick soft is like the end all be all. Bro, I pull my dick out soft on so many hoes, and I'm like, nah, get me hard. Like, you feel me? You would think that, like, that would turn a bitch off. It actually turns her on, cause she like, oh, he a hoe. Like, he fucks so much that his, like, he not even too excited to fucking see me type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of motherfuckers be afraid to pull their dick out soft on a bitch, for real. Like that's like the worst dream that they have, because you care too much about that bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like she know, like, whether you believe it or not, girls know that you got hoes, it actually turned them on, even though they say that it turned them off. They gonna talk shit to you about it too. You be like, you probably fuck 1,000 bitches. You probably remember that girl that showed you the fucking Instagram things on? This bitch hit me up talking about some, let's go dancing, all this bullshit. Man, I turned that bitch down. I was fucking another bitch. Man, I said, nah, man, I can't make it. You feel me? So she over here telling me shit like, you're such a hoe. You think you just gonna hit it and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Always trying to say shit like that to me, as if like I'm supposed to change up who the fuck I am because you think I'm a hoe. Like, no, I'm not a hoe. No, man, fuck all that shit. Bitches actually like, even good girls like niggas with experience. Even good girls like niggas with experience. I was watching a show where these motherfuckers, they had to press the button when they don't like somebody. The girl was super attracted to this guy. And then she asked the guy what his body count was. He was like, I only slept with one girl in my life. She pressed the fucking button. She's just like, oh, you just not experienced enough for me. You feel me? You just not experienced enough for me. You'll be surprised how many girls don't like guys that don't get pussy, bro. If they sense that you don't get pussy, bro, they automatically don't like you. Like, you feel me? Because it usually come with bad traits. You be like, damn, this nigga gonna over care for me. Damn, this nigga gonna like me too much. This nigga gonna be stalkerish. This nigga gonna be crazy. This nigga ain't gonna let me be who I wanna be. This nigga gonna try to, you know what I mean, set strong boundaries and shit on me. Bitches hate niggas that don't get pussy, bro. I don't know why, bro. This is just how they fucking wired. They gotta say that they don't, though. They say that they gotta say, I like guys that are virgins. No, they don't, bro. They hate motherfucking guys that don't get pussy. Dudes with low body counts, bitches hate. It just is what it is. But yeah, bro, shout out to you, bro. If you got 5 dates set up, nigga, you on the right track. Now when you on them dates, shit, that's where the real pressure come. Because a lot of people can show no care via text. Can you show no care and stay true to who you fuck you is in person? Cause that's where the real pressure at, right? You know what I mean? Like, I was playing basketball the other day. You know what I mean? Like, we was playing to get some dogs yesterday. You know what I mean? My team only lost one fucking game, but then I came back, I switched on the other team, and then we beat them niggas by 15 to we went to 16 to 1. So we beat the brakes off them niggas. But the thing is when you under pressure, can you perform? You feel me? When niggas, can you hit the shot when niggas relying on you? You know what I mean? That's the difference. It was a point in time when I first started playing basketball, I could shoot like a motherfucker when I was training alone. I could always hit the three. And then when I get in the games, I couldn't hit a shot to save my fucking life. And now that I've mastered the art of not giving a fuck, now you swing that bitch to me, I'm letting that bitch go. And I be hitting that bitch. You feel me? Like, I be hitting that bitch. Yesterday, I think I only missed 2 threes the whole day. And we played like 6-7 games back to back. Like, I was probably shooting at like 80. Now, this is high school 3. You feel me? So, it's an easier shot. It ain't NBA 3. But I'm like shooting that bitch at like 80-some% the other day. They got that shit on film. You feel me? But I was always making the right play. You know, if I had a man on me, I passed it to somebody else. You know what I mean? I always was making the right play. I was hitting the right open person, hitting the person who had the hot hand, this like that. But if y'all niggas left me open, that bitch was getting drained. You feel me? So it's one thing to be texting, like showing no care, to set up the dates. But now when you actually on those dates, holla at me, boy. And make sure, you know what I mean, the community is out now, CLG. Make sure that you jump into the community. And because it's gonna be a real community. Like, it's gonna be an active, real community. It's gonna have courses in there, but I'm always gonna be adding videos. My only goal for that community is to get the guys who are serious, to get the guys the maximum results, right? That community is built for, you come to me, this is the situation, and I'm gonna do the best in my power to help you get the max motherfucking results, right? Like, I'm gonna be active in that community every fucking day, reading all the comments. We're gonna be jumping on live Zoom calls. We're gonna be doing all of this shit to make Q&A, everything. You leave a fucking comment in there, because some of these comments, I can't even keep up with these goddamn YouTube comments most of the times. But it's gonna be an active ass community where you really damn near have me. Like, you know what I mean? Where you have like a motherfucker damn near like almost in your ear, be like, this is what I would have did in that situation. This is what I would have did in that situation. Don't fuck this situation up. Cause ain't nothing worse. Like, still to this day, I fuck a lot of bitches. But that redhead, blue, green, I think she had bluish, greenish eyes or some shit. With that big ass, fat ass booty. Still to this day, I kick myself in the ass, bro. She was just flawless. And I fumbled the fucking bag caring too fucking much. That bitch was supposed to get fucked and nutted in, bro. And I fumbled the fucking bag, fucking caring too much. Sometimes I still kick myself in the fucking ass, like, damn. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If I had a motherfucker in my ear, hey G, go for it. You feel me? I would've went for it, goddammit. And that bitch still would've been on rotation still to this motherfucking day. Alright, man, last comment for the day. Hey man, could you make a video for guys in relationships? It would really help a lot, G. Alright, so if you I don't know what type of relationship you in. Are you in a monogamous relationship, or are you in a rotation type thing? Like, you got side bitches and shit. I really don't know. But if you are in a monogamous relationship, it's gonna be very difficult for you to really bring everything out of the chick, especially if she knows that you don't have no other hoes. But I guess another way to combat that is to be a very busy guy. Like, you know, build a business, do your purpose, have hobbies, play basketball, like, get the fuck out of the house, like, keep her wondering, like, you know what I mean? And like, if she assumes that you fucking other bitches, don't be so quick to try to fight it. Like, don't be so quick. Like, if a girl assume that you fucking other bitches, don't be so quick to try to like, nah, babe, I was at basketball, let me show you proof. Like let her believe that shit. That's what I've noticed. I've noticed, like, when bitches are so quick to like try to assume that I'm, you know what I mean, fucking another bitch or something like that, I let her believe what the fuck she want to believe. I be like, hey bro, you can believe what you want to believe, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of guys, that's a sign of caring too much, actually. Like, trying to like, no babe, I was being good, like I wasn't fucking. Like, when a girl be like, you probably fucking other hoes and shit, as soon as you try to combat this bitch and try to tell her like, nah, I won't do you like that, babe, you know it's me and you versus the world, she losing respect for you. Now, very attractive guys, see, a lot of times people get advice from guys that are extremely fucking attractive. Very attractive guys who are tall, attractive, got money, all this shit like that, they can get away with that shit. Now, they might not be getting away with it like you think they're getting away with it. Like, you think that, damn, well, he keeping his bitch. But you never know why she's staying. She might be staying because he got money. She might be staying because, you know, he looks good on her arm. But you don't know if what going on in that house behind closed doors. Is he getting the most out of that bitch? Is she creaming? Is her pussy wet as fuck? Is she sucking his dick in the morning before he even asks? Is she really fucking on that nigga real good? If she ain't doing that, and you would never fucking know. You feel me? You just from the outside looking in. So attractive guys can get away with that overcaring shit a little bit more than unattractive guys, because the respect, the girl natural respect for the guy is high. But once it hit a certain threshold, no matter how attractive that guy is, she just gonna say shit like, he doesn't turn me on no more. Now, she ain't gonna tell you this. She gonna tell this to her fucking therapist, who might even be a man. I notice girls that like really, where their husband don't turn them on no more, even if the guy is attractive. Like I was telling you about that one chick that was friends with my main chick. She an older chick, but she bad as fuck. Like, she got a big old booty. She a Mexican chick. She stay in the gym. She got a flat stomach. And her husband is a tall, like, mafia looking motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, he a motherfucker that girls actually like. Like girls like this nigga. Like, they be like, damn, he a good looking guy. Girls have told me this. But she don't have that desire for that nigga no more, for whatever reason, right? He probably give her too much security, probably care too much about her. You know what I mean? Hey honey, all I do is he a busy guy, but she know he be like, to the point, like, I'd be like, shit, you never know, your man might be cheating on you. She'd be like, he could never. Like, that's how she look at her man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he couldn't get a bitch if I gave him one, type shit. You feel me? But guess what she do? She got male trainers. She hang out with men. She you know what I mean? She doing other stuff with men. When she was training me, she was touching all on my arm, touching my head. I was pulling back from this hoe. Because one thing I won't do, if I'm cool with somebody, they hoe off limits for me. That is one thing I will not do. If I'm your homeboy, your bitch, if that's your bitch that you take serious, like your main bitch or your wife or some shit, I don't give a fuck how hot she is. I don't give a fuck if she came to me with a robe with nothing underneath it and opened it. I'll walk out. Like, ain't no pussy to me worth that. You feel me? Like, I got more respect for men than I even do for women. So it's like, if you my nigga, your bitch can walk in the room and open up the thing and say, tear this pussy up. I'd be like, nope, I'm out. I'm not even like that horny like that. I don't have to fuck everything. You know what I mean? But I got a lot of options. See, that's how you know a nigga don't got options, when they gotta fuck everything. You feel me? Now, this is off topic, but going back to the Fresh and Fit situation, I honestly believe, and this is my opinion because of the stuff that I've heard about Fresh, and this is the crazy part about the Fresh and Fit shit, and this is off topic, but it just has to be said. Fresh and Fit, Fresh is Walter Weeks, Fit is Myron Gaines. I met both of these guys in person. I've been to their events. I fucked girls at their events, all kinds of shit, right? Fresh reminds me of a guy who would fuck Myron's main bitch. Like, that's the type of energy he gives off. But I also would tell you this: Fresh is also the better person to meet in person out of the two of them. Myron is the better internet personality, but if you meet both of them, Myron is very standoffish in person. Like, he not that cool in real life. Like, you feel me? Like he very standoffish. Like he think everybody his enemy type shit. You feel me? That's how come I found it weird when Myron was beefing with DDG. He was like the beef started because he said that DDG had a stank face and shit. I'm like, damn, Myron, you kind of got the same energy when you out and about. Fresh is a lot more cool of a person. I've met Fresh at car shows, car events. He always go to these little car events that's in the Miami area. Like that's how he meet. I think that's how he network with a lot of people. He had every one of those goddamn events. But Fresh is a cool ass motherfucker to meet in person. You know what I mean? He very like what's that word called? Like he very like sociable, like hey, what's up, man? What's up? How you doing, man? He's like, yeah, man, we're going to the story, we're going to this party. Like that's how he talks to people. He talks to everybody, like even me. I didn't even know the nigga. And I'm like, hey bro, what you doing after this? He's like, bro, we're gonna hit the story, we're gonna hit up this club, we're gonna hit up this club. Come through, bro. Like Fresh cool like that. You feel me? He a cool person. And their personalities need to work for business, because Myron ain't really a networking ass nigga and Fresh is. So that's why their personalities work well for business. But from the stories that I heard, because I know niggas who knew Fresh, went to the gym with him and shit like that. I know other niggas that got stories about this nigga. If Fresh come off as one of those niggas that you can't leave your main bitch around, because he gonna try to fuck that bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like nothing against that shit, you just gotta know personalities. Like, you know what I mean? I'm never leaving my main bitch with a nigga like Fresh. You feel me? You know what I mean? But if you was my boy, if Fresh was my boy, he could leave his main bitch around me. I won't make a move. Like, you feel me? Like, I won't do it. You get what I'm trying to say? My real father left his young ass girlfriend or wife to stay with me at my house. Light skin, big booty bitch, all types of shit. Motherfucker, I didn't make a move. Motherfucker, I locked myself in the room. Imagine waking up in the morning, you in the kitchen, and the bitch that's in the kitchen, motherfucker, ass bigger than your mother, ass way fatter than your motherfucking girl that you with. Man, fuck that shit. Man, I look at that big old ass, I go right to my room and go to work. Like, that's the type of shit, like, I can control my sexual desires if it's my nigga. Some niggas can't. So, and I also say that to say this too. If you in a relationship and you got a bad bitch or whatever the case is, hopefully you got a bad bitch, be careful bringing that bitch around some of your friends. Cause some niggas don't operate like me for real. And a lot of times bitches cheat with niggas' friends. You feel me? Cause you the one that's caring about her. Like, locking the bitch down, giving her a ring, doing all this bullshit. It naturally shows her a lot of care. It's like subtle care. And both cares matter. Because even though you might act like you don't care, but then once you give it a ring, it's like it negates what you really are. Like, it's like I show her that I don't care, but the ring shows something else. It's almost equivalent to the nigga that be always lying to a bitch. Like, nah, man, I ain't got no hoes. Like, man, nah, babe, you know, it's only me and you against the world, that type shit. But she's still obsessed with that nigga because his actions ain't matching up with his words. His actions showing he don't care. He out and about. He always caught with another bitch. He always doing something. Rumors saying he fucking other hoes. You feel me? He always on the plane. He always doing something, but he telling her otherwise. So the reason that she keep her respect for him, because the words is showing that he care, because he over caring with the words, but his actions showing that he ain't. It's like a weird little subtle thing. So her respect is kind of staying the same for the nigga. Like, the words is making it go down because he over here like, nah, babe, it's me and you against the world. You know I love you, babe. You know, it's me. Like, it's like them fucking blue pill Democrat motherfuckers. That dude Harry, what the fuck that little pussy ass little soft ass boy named Harry Sisson or whatever the fuck. That nigga be talking about some, oh, Biden was the best president in the world. Come to find out, he don't know shit. He over here talking shit, like always pandering to women type shit. Come to find out, he got a rotation. Come to find out, he got a whole bunch of hoes on rotation. So he the type of nigga, his words say shit to turn the bitch off, but his actions turn her back on. Like, you know what I mean? Like he a politically correct nigga. Like, he say shit that make the bitch think that he do care, but he do shit to show that he don't. So her respect stays the same, cause his words bring her respect down for him. Oh, he a bitch. But then the actions bring it back up. So if her respect for him is at an 8, it kind of stays around the 8. area, because the actions bring it up. He shows that he doesn't care, but he says that he cares, so his words bring it down. So it's like a weird dilemma with that shit, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing with marrying a bitch or taking a bitch serious or being monogamous with a bitch. You might show that you don't care, but your actions show that you do care, so it kind of keeps it the same. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you taking her serious and all that shit like that. So if her respect for you is high, it's kind of gonna stay around the same as long as you keep showing that you don't care. And the ways that you do, if you're not fucking other hoes, the ways that you do that is you just be busy. You got to get the fuck out the house. You got to do shit. You got to keep this bitch wandering. You know what I mean? And with that being said, bro, make sure you guys lock into CLG. Make sure you guys lock into that community. I'm trying to make that community the best fucking possible community on the planet, because my only goal is to get guys results. And like I said, in the month of April, it's only $24 a month. And you'll be grandfathered in $24 a month for as long as you decide to stay in that program. If you're not getting results, you can cancel that shit, because I don't want your money if you ain't getting results. And with that being said, I'm out.